What's going on, guys? It's your boy Valco. Welcome back to another video. As y'all know, y'all can read by the title. Today we're gonna be talking about a game that came out. Well, it's been a while since it came out. I think it came out maybe like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago or something. But it's a game that had a lot of potential. You know, a game that I paid for. I think it was 400 Robux that I paid for to get early access into the game, and it's a game that I wish I could refund, but sadly you can't refund games on Roblox. Cause if you could, this game I would have already had those 400 bucks, those 400 Robux back. I'm not gonna lie. The game we're talking about today is Heroes Online 2. It's the second one to Heroes Online 1, the first one. If you never played it back then, it's an old Roblox game. It was the first, I guess you could say the first major My Hero game that you have to pay for, because you have to pay for that one too. So, there's like the second one, and for it being the second one, you would expect it to have like a bunch of stuff, or like be like a better version of the one that was out before. But I'm not gonna lie, honestly, I'd rather prefer playing Heroes Online 1 than this one, because I know it's an alpha and everything, but this game was honestly not, in my opinion, not really ready for release. So yeah, we're just gonna go into be talking about the game today. As you can see, this is my slot 1. I'm level 26. I'm a villain. I got the shock quirk and shit. I have 2 hours and 33 minutes in the game, so I have enough time in there to form an opinion and to give my thoughts on the game in general. My first complaint with the game, honestly, is the gacha system, which is this. It's you spin for your quirk, and I know obviously every game has this, right? Every game has it. Every game has a gacha system. Every game makes you spin to try to get something. My biggest issue with this is they don't have a lot of like good bottom tier quirks, I guess you could say, because I have an epic. To get an epic, it's 4%, right? And I'm not gonna lie, that shit is ass. The quirk is pretty buns, and if it's not a legendary, it's gonna be bad. And as you can see here, they got 4 legendary plus quirks, and they have 5 quirks that are below legendary, right? Epic, rare, and common. And honestly, the game isn't pay to win. I wouldn't say it's pay to win. I'd say it's more of pay to have fun, because you can if you're lucky enough to get one of these quirks off your first couple spins, or off a couple spins, then you're set, because shit, you got a legendary or a mythical, you're chilling. Who wouldn't want to have fucking this is basically the main dude's quirk, so I mean, who wouldn't want it, right? But my main issue with it is that they have these things called modifiers, which is basically you can buy these to give yourself a better chance at getting a specific quirk. Like I have a rate up modifier that it literally lets you choose what you want to get more of, like what. So let's say, look, I use a rate up on the rarest one. It goes from 0.3 to 0.8. When the fuck am I ever gonna get that shit? For a game that's all about using abilities and having a quirk and shit, if everything else besides a legendary is ass, and legendaries are 2%, there's some people who will probably play this game for a month and never touch a legendary. I'm not even gonna lie, I did spend money on this game. I bought a 10, I think it was a 10, yeah, it was a 10 times spin for 200 Robux. And the best thing I got was this, literally a fucking epic 4% out of 10 spins. So the game is pretty boring. There's not a lot of stuff to actually do. Sometimes it'll give you like a certain mission you can do that's like a one-time mission it's like something different, but 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be walking up to this one dude and just getting the same mission over and over again, or it'll be something like escort. Literally, there's one of the missions where you have to escort this one fucking random ass person to their house, and then from time to time they'll spawn in. If you're a villain, it'll be police officers, and that's it. You just have to kill them. They do have these things called bosses in the game, where it'll be like an event where it'll show up on your bottom right, and it'll tell you if you want to join the boss fight. And they do have bosses for villains, and they do have bosses for heroes, and that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna just sit here and hate on the game. They do have some stuff that is pretty cool. They have events like capture the point. They have ones where I think it's just straight up like a team deathmatch, where y'all just have to kill each other first to I think 10 kills, 20 kills or something like that. And they have the bosses. The bosses are pretty cool. That's something that I did think was pretty cool, how you can just join the event, and it'll teleport you and whoever else joins into the certain boss area, and then y'all would just fight the boss there, which is cool. I like it. But besides that, the actual progression in the game, like when there's not an event or there's not a boss fight or you're not doing a special mission, that shit is so boring. It's literally doing the same thing over again. It's like a bandit beater, just more repetitive and more tedious. The combat too is also really bad. There are times where you'll get hit and you'll be hitting them while they're hitting you, or you'll hit them and then they'll hit you out of your M1s, which is super weird. The hitboxes are so bad in the game. I'm not gonna lie. You could probably hit somebody before you could throw a punch before someone gets to you, and it'll still hit them somehow. The hitboxes are weird. The combat is super choppy. There are times where you'll be able to do something like cool, like you'll be able to get a combo in or something, but that's like pretty rare. They don't have parrying in the game, but they have perfect blocking, which is, a lot of games have PBs, like and I get it, but this game's PBs are so bad that I swear, there's a mission when you first start off in your tutorial where you have to perfect block 2 times. I don't think I could have hit it any more perfect on the PB, and they were still just fucking hitting me. And there were times where I would block before they even hit me, and it would count as a fucking parry block. Like they hadn't even swung yet, and it would count as a perfect block. Honestly, I don't think they should have released it yet. And that's why you can see that the game is doing the way it's doing. Right now, they have 75 active people. When the game first came out, they had 4,000 active players on. 4,000 people who all paid 400 Robux to play this certain game. Now, that's like 98% of the people gone. Probably even more. It's probably 99% of the people gone. Bro, it's 9:10. It's not late at all. People are on. They're just not on playing this game. The game has some good movement, in a way, because these guys also made Bloodlines, which is a Naruto game, so they kind of just copy and pasted the movement from that into this one, so it's not bad. They have triple jumps, which kind of makes it you able to do like some crazy jumps and shit. But if you have no mobility in your quirk, like some people have moves in their sets that lets them dash or like jump or like get some type of air with their movement and give them some momentum. But if you don't, bro, you're not going anywhere. The map is not built for fucking parkour. It's kind of just built to just run around, or you use the shit that they give you, which is a skateboard, which I'm pretty sure you could probably outrun, because if you run normally and then you pull your skateboard out after, you kind of notice no difference. Like you're not going any faster, and if you are, maybe it's like a 2% increase of your speed. Maybe if it takes you regularly 30 seconds to get someplace, maybe you'll get there in fucking 28.9 seconds, bro. It's not that big of a fucking increase. Like it's actually honestly, I find it faster to just run around, because you can actually dodge, and that can give you like a movement like dash forward, but you can't do that on the fucking skateboard. But I understand it's hard to actually make a game. A lot goes into it. But I would rather take a long time to make a game that's actually good than to just, put something out there just so people can play it. Because, yeah, they're going to play it, but no one's going to want to come back to it when they actually play it. That shit's like, whoa, this shit's ass. Why would I wait for updates and wait for shit to come out for this game if the game already is bad? I think the game, since it came out, only had actually, like, I could honestly say maybe only 3 updates. The first one that came out was a month ago, and they added team battles, a whole new set for the All for One, and 3 new moves for the tail. Right, it's not bad. But besides that, that's all they did. They just added some new moves and obviously some balancing changes, some fixes, stuff like that. Stuff that always comes with making the game, bug fixes, glitches, all that shit. The next actual update that came out was 3 days after, which was Winged Justice, which is a legendary quirk. Everything that which is a 2%, by the way, something that you're probably not gonna get. And that one has a lot of actual like moves. This one has 9 moves on for that certain quirk, right? Which is a lot. After that, it took a whole 13 days, so basically 2 weeks after, to make another update, which guess what they added? Another legendary quirk. Not even a common, not even a rare, not even an epic. Every quirk that they've added since release has been a legendary. And like I said, Those are 2%. There's almost no chance that me personally, I don't believe there's any chance I'm ever even gonna touch a fucking legendary or get to play with the legendary. Cause for me to sit here and be like, fuck it, I'm gonna grind to get enough spins to get a legendary, I'm not doing that shit. The game ain't fun. The game's really boring. Which is why I'm making a video on it. Cause honestly, the game had a lot of potential. I felt like playing Heroes Online 1 gave me an expectation where I was like, okay, I know what the first game is about. I know I've played the first game. I enjoyed the first game. It was honestly pretty cool. So the second one has to be better, right? But it's not. It's like I said, the movement is literally copy and pasted from Bloodlines. Just the only thing they took off was the tree jumps, because that's Naruto. They can't have a Naruto stuff in a My Hero game. But everything else, literally copy and pasted. And they took off the sliding. That's it. That's all they did. If we go here to the announcements, this is Arkham. This is the developer of the game. If you can see here, he made a statement about, you know, the game in general, because he also knows the game is kind of ass. You know, the game, due to the state of the game, I have changed my short-term plans in this part of the alpha phase. Like I said, this is an alpha, so you have to take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. I know I might be being a dickhead, but I would rather just not have the game in general at all if it's gonna drop like this, because it's not a good game as it is. I spent 400 Robux on this. If I could get those 400 Robux back, like I told you, they would already be back at my fucking account. Basically, he says blah blah blah. As a result, there will be no new quirk updates until update Naturia, which will contain the level 150 plus map and season 2 of team battles, among other things. And it's set to release in early November. So what? Still another good month away. You can follow progress in this update and update Naturia. And if you come here, he hasn't posted nothing. So that should give you a general idea of how the updates and how the stuff is going for the game. It's a game you have to pay for. So obviously I wanted to make this video for whoever wants to actually get some information about the game before they actually buy it. And I would recommend you to not buy this shit, honestly, because if you buy it, you're kind of throwing your money in the trash. I would recommend waiting at least a month until this update comes out, if it does come out in a month, because like I told you, this is where all the update or the devlog or whatever is supposed to be at with their progress. There's nothing here. They don't have progress, at least that's what it seems like, you know. So I would honestly recommend everyone to wait before you actually buy this game. I made the mistake of buying the game just because I was like, fuck it, it's brand new, or it should be fun. It was not fun. I ended up wasting 400 Robux. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all did, you know, as always, make sure to slap that like button. Comment how you feel about the game. You could probably be like, hey bro, you just talking shit because you're fucking ass, or you don't know what you're talking about, or this and that, whatever, right? But yeah, all opinions are welcome. I'm giving my opinion on the game. Someone else probably has a different opinion. Someone else probably like, hey bro, this is the best game that's ever come out this year. Obviously not, but still. That's gonna be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If y'all did, make sure y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And it's been your boy Velco. As always, I'll catch y'all in the next one.